What's up, Tribe? Hillary Johnson here, founder and CEO of Hatch Tribe. I coach and mentor entrepreneurs just like you. Now, today's video is a topic that I hold very near and dear to my heart, and that's leadership. I have a real special interest in helping women develop strong leadership skills to be able to guide and grow their businesses. And one of the things I want you to ask yourself right now before we get any further is, are you a great leader? From your own self-assessment. Are you a great leader? I think most of you are probably right now going like, I don't know, probably not. And frankly, you may be like many other people where you haven't really paused long enough to even ask yourself what the hell a great leader looks like. You know, what are the traits that make for a great leader? You know, there's dozens or 20s, of traits that are floated around in some of these books, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And just things that may come off the top of your head. Like you may say, well, great leaders have integrity, or great leaders have vision. Great leaders are self-disciplined. Great leaders are confident, self-confident. Great leaders are humble. Great leaders are servant leaders. There's lots of things we could say from personality traits or ways of being that would describe what you perceive as being a great leader. But the truth is, everybody has their own personal brand of leadership. And unless you've paused long enough to ask yourself, well, what is my brand of leadership? How do I want to lead? How do I want to be known as a leader? You probably haven't given yourself enough of a vision to even attach to even work towards. So when I ask you the question, are you a great leader? You probably are in part struggling with that because you don't have in your mind the definition of what great leadership looks like for you, not just what's in the textbooks. Now, there's a further complication and a wrinkle to this, and it's because as a woman, you may not have seen a lot of really amazing women leaders in your lifetime or in your career. And it gets a little more complicated, and that's why I was like, let me go dig into my bookshelf and just give you some like real examples. I love many of these books I'm about to show you, but they are written by men. And I'm not man bashing right now. I love men and I love my colleagues and they do good work. But this is going to illustrate the point of if we've really not seen strong women leaders in our lifetime or in our career, and we reflect on books that are like these. H3 Leadership by Brad Lomenick. Big fan. Love this book. Teach from this book. Written by a man. I'm going to come back to this one. It's the Manager. Clifton. By the way, I remove all jacket covers because I hate them. But Clifton, they write amazing books on leadership and management. Also written by men. How to Lead. David Rubenstein. Oh, another, I've got that twice in the bookshelf. Anybody want a copy? I'll send it to you. Clifton, amazing books again on leadership. This one, Driven by Douglas Brackman. Boy, let me tell you, this book was a life changer for me. There are countless others sitting on my bookshelf, most of them written by men. This one you may have read, Dare to Lead, written by Brene Brown. Oh, one of our female compadres. Yes, okay. But seriously, most of the books written on leadership are written by men. And I'm not saying that to bash it, but I'm saying that it illustrates part of the challenge that we experience as women. Say, we don't have a lot of examples of strong women leaders in our lives. If you're an entrepreneur, you may even be further challenged to find strong women leaders in your industry or in your immediate orbit, people that are your friends. And then if we look at what we have available to us to study from, a lot of it is written by men. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but it just illustrates this point. We don't have a lot of examples to draw from. So when we're trying to create our own vision for what it means to be a strong leader, well, where the shit does that vision come from? Because we haven't seen a lot of people like us, right? Now, let me add even more into this. Like, you have to understand now, I've been working as a business owner for 13 years. I've worked in Hatch Tribe professionally as a business coach for the last 7 years. That's given me the opportunity to work with hundreds of business owners, mostly women, and listen to the things that they say. And there are real patterns there. And one of them is when I say, well, what do you call yourself? Like, what's your title? And a lot of times like, oh, I'm just an entrepreneur, or like, I'm just a business owner. And I'm like, well, how do you feel about the word CEO? And boy, what a polarizing word. There are many people that's like, yeah, of course I'm the CEO. And there's some others that really struggle to claim that. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't sound like me. Like, I don't know if that's really like my role in the business. What I've often offered as a reframe is to think about CEO as being the chief experience orchestrator. That, my friend, you are. Whether you associate with chief executive officer is a different thing. But the CEO is you, whether you know it or not, whether you feel it or not. You are the leader of your business, and you're leading really in three very specific areas. One, you're leading obviously your customers and clients, and that doesn't matter how many you have, but babe, you are the leader for the experience that you're giving them when they work with your business. Two, you're leading your team. And again, it doesn't matter how many people you have on your direct team. It doesn't matter how they're paid, whether they're a contractor or whether they're a full-time payrolled employee. Doesn't matter. You lead them. And you also lead you. Right? Nobody else is telling you what to do. You are, in fact, the person who's behind all the guidance, all the vision, all the direction. If it's not you, well, then where the frick is it coming from? You are the leader. But I suspect that many of you are going like, I just haven't really thought of it this way, and I haven't been putting a lot of effort and energy into becoming a good leader. Perhaps most of your energy has been going into figuring out how to grow the business, to scale the business, to do the part that we often talk about, which is like make more money, right? Or make it easier. But have you really paused to consider the leadership component, who you're being in that, who you need to be in that? You need a vision for the leader that you want to be so that you can become that person. So I'm planting this seed and also inviting you in to say this is part of the work that I do, working with business owners across an array of capacities. Certainly if I'm working with you as a business coach, we work on that directly. But also, this is a major component of our mastermind program. Now, as I'm recording this, we're getting ready to open up enrollment for the mastermind. And I would strongly encourage you to get on the wait list so that I can send you details when they're available, and encourage you to join for lots of reasons. But one of them is specifically this. It's to help you become a better leader for yourself and for your business. It's something that's not going to happen accidentally. Leadership skills are developed, they are cultivated. There's a reason why in the corporate world and a lot of our male counterparts spend lots of time and energy into developing their leadership skills so that they can rise into the level that they want, rise to the level of success, rise to the level of growth they desire. You need to too, babe. You got to. I want to help you do that. So I would encourage you, get on the wait list for our mastermind and even join one of our retreats. It is always a major theme at our retreats to talk about leadership development and really giving you the confidence that you are the leader and you can step into those shoes right now. You know, there's nothing that like has to change other than here and owning it here. So join us on the mastermind retreat. Business coach, if you really want some one-on-one work, I'll help you get there. All right, so I'm gonna leave you with this. Are you a great leader? And how do you define a great leader? Do a little homework on that. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, see ya.